Yo ho, the pirate's life for me. We pillage, we plunder, we jump from the ledge, we ready our hidden blades. We hide from the guards, we sail the high seas with the coolest assassins you ever see. Assassin's Creed for Black Flag Resynced is here. And guess what? It never felt so good to be a pirate. Don the hood, ready the cannons, and set sail to the high seas in the remastering of one of the best Assassin's Creed games ever as Edward Kenway, a legendary pirate who gets roped into the everlasting struggle for world-dominating power between the Assassins and the Templars during the golden age of piracy of the early 1700s. This has been a long time coming for Assassin's Creed fans, and honestly, it's about damn time. Just how Kenway's adventure is centered around the golden age of piracy, Black Flag centers around the golden age of the franchise. Gone is the buggy, glitch-ridden mess, gone is the needlessly unnecessary microtransactions, and gone is the RPG combat-centric gameplay the series is leaning into. Okay, well, maybe not entirely. Resynced isn't just a splash of new paint over an already perfected title. It takes the template of one of the best games of the PS3 and PS4 era and expands upon it with some of the better parts of the last few entries. Combat is now the smoothest it's ever been. In the original, most combat encounters usually entitled just swinging your cutlass around and casually countering your attacker to catch them off guard. But now, it's been completely overhauled to allow for a more expansive experience. You can't just plow through a group of guards anymore. It takes careful patience and diverse tactics to break through the defenses and deliver the killing blow. Especially once they start learning and adapting to your fighting style. The more times you trip someone up to set up an easy takedown, the more likely they start to catch on and dodge your leg sweeps. Using a lot of firepower? Best relax with the gunslinging before they literally start dodging bullets. It takes a while to get used to the new combat mechanics, especially if you have spent as many hours into the original as I have. But once you get the hang of it, you start to actually prefer this way of combat. It really pushed you to experiment with the new combat approach and the newly implemented weapon classes. It's not my favorite new addition to Black Flag. In fact, it felt at many times pointless, given how most of the weapons feel the same and can only equip one at a time, unlike Shadows where you can switch them up on the fly. But it's not just land combat that has gotten some much love and care. As befitting any legendary pirate, one's not complete without their ship, and this is where Black Flag truly shines. Naval combat is still the best within all of gaming, and it solidifies Black Flag as the best in the series. Not much has changed this time around, thank the Animus, but there are loads of new upgrades and cosmetics for the Jackdaw that keeps everything fresh even after you've sunk in your 100th cargo ship. Nothing makes you feel more like a devilish captain than letting your vocal cords soar with a hearty sea shanty right after you just unloaded an array of cannon shot into the side of a ship that had the misfortune of being within your eyesight. Or boarding onto another ship to clash swords with just about everyone on board and abscond with that sweet, sweet treasure. But going cannon to cannon with every ship in your area isn't the biggest challenge you're going to face on the high seas. It's getting there that seems to be the biggest challenge. Assassin's Creed has always had a love-hate relationship when it comes to parkour. It's gotten a lot better in the recent years, but Resynced definitely isn't doing it any favors. Like with combat, the new modernization control scheme takes some getting used to, especially if you played the original, and that's where so many of the issues actually come up. There's been so many times where I've either missed a jump that I reasonably should have made, or lost my momentum during an exhilarating chase, or ending up failing one of Black Flag's infamous tailing missions due to crashing my face right into the pavement. Thankfully, getting spotted this time around doesn't result in an instant desynchronization. Just an impromptu ass beating. One thing I forgot to mention, however, is the weirdly incomplete feel Resynced has. New quests and upgrades are nice and all, but it doesn't really make up for the fact that they entirely removed all of the modern day sections from the original, the addition of the phenomenal Freedom Cry DLC, or the multiplayer. And I'm the only one that actually misses the Assassin's Creed multiplayer. It doesn't hurt Resynced all that much, especially if this is your first time, but it still feels kinda weird leaving it out. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced masterfully brings the best Assassin's Creed to modern consoles. The revamped combat system keeps things fresh and engaging both on and off your ship. It doesn't fix the wonky parkour though. At least this time around, stealth is a whole lot more forgiving and a lot easier to enjoy the section that they actually didn't leave out. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced boards and plunders onto your consoles with a 9.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
Out of 10.